¿Qué tal, mi gente? What's up, my people? It's your boy, Big Ram, the blue collar bro, man. And this is Spark in the Dark, man. Man, we chilling, man. Just relaxing, man. Relaxing. Should be booking a trip this week. You know, I'm going back to my favorite spot, baby. I ain't even got to say it, man. If you want to know, you need to go look at my videos. You know what I'm saying? But those that know, they know. You know what I'm saying? But man, yep, I don't think I'm going till like Labor Day weekend. That's my target. I'm trying to space my trips out, man. I don't want to burn all my trips up and then be looking crazy in the Matrix, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to exercise some discipline, man. But speaking of traveling, man, the travel space, we're gonna talk about multiple things today: sports, travel space, women, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm game for it all. Speaking of the travel space, man, I've been noticing lately, man, a lot of cap about Punta Cana. You know what I'm saying? Well, I ain't gonna necessarily call it cap. You know what I mean? Cause people like what they like. You know what I'm saying? But I can definitely tell you Punta Cana ain't better than Sasua. And I'm going to tell you one reason why. And Sasua got a lot of Americans, but they got a lot of American bros. See, Punta Cana, you got bros and females. You know what I'm saying? So, you got Matrix women and Matrix bros. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not getting on no plane to go nowhere, you know what I'm saying, and be oversaturated by Americans. That's just how I feel when I travel. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. I'm not knocking nobody. To each his own. But a lot of guys hollering, man, Punta Cana this, Punta Cana that. Dude, Punta Cana can't touch Sasua with a 10-foot pole, and you know it. Cut it out. And that's even with, you know what I'm saying, the amount of Pookies that go there now, and how some guys be beating the game down, you know what I'm saying? It's still undefeated, bro. You know what I'm saying? Punta Cana Sasua still remains undefeated, bro, when it comes to what it's made for. You know what I'm saying? Now, my favorite spot in the DR is Santo Domingo. But I'm one of them guys, though. I approach regular females, though. You know what I'm saying? I got the gift of gab, so I'll step to a chick and shoot my shot. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't into the microwave service like that all the time. You know what I'm saying? I take it if the chick's straight for the stroke, but at the same time, I ain't into the microwave service like that. I prefer, you know what I'm saying, to shoot at something, you know what I mean? Because that's how I grew up. But yeah, man, we sipping our cerveza, man, a little Tecate light, you know what I'm saying, with some limes in it. You feel me? We're going to get on that Bacardi in a little bit, too. I got some cranberry grape. That's that mango Chile Bacardi. Fire. I've been drinking on it for a couple days now. Fire. But yeah, man, other things going on in the travel space, man. I want to tell all my brothers that's across the Atlantic over there in Africa. Be mindful of the political changes going on back at home. We starting to defund a lot of projects we had going abroad as far as the government go. A lot of that free money the government was giving away. And they sent a lot of people home and whatnot. So always be mindful of that you're American first. and at the same time, understand your place in some of these countries, man. Because I know some of us, we get places that get comfortable. We think we're a citizen because everybody used to come to our country and do it. But you realize it's different around the world. And that's the reason it was wrong here for other people to come over here and think they have a say-so in what go on over here. You're a guest over there. So, even though you're a black person, you're a black American. You're a guest over there. I don't really believe in labeling yourself here. You're an American, so you're a guest over there. So, the diplomatic and democratic rules that apply over here don't necessarily apply over there. So be mindful what you put in the YouTube space, unless you're trying to get snatched up. You know what I mean? So, that's just a warning to my guys abroad, man. Just be safe, man. Have your fun. Enjoy yourself, man. But be safe. And other than that, man, we chilling, man. I just got off them twos, man. The Final Four the Elite Eight going on this weekend. 3 teams that already punched their ticket to the Final Four. You know what I'm saying? If Auburn able to finish that out, that means I picked my Final Four perfect. It remains perfect. Our company got this thing going to where they had a bracket contest. The best bracket gets $500, and everybody that picked the Final Four correctly, they get $100. So if Auburn win, I'll guarantee get $100. Plus my whole Final Four being attacked, I'm pretty sure I got one of the best brackets. So we're gonna see how it shake out. You know what I'm saying? I'm the blue collar bro, man. I use my sports betting skills, man, and my sports knowledge, man, to hustle up on this. So, I got a potential chance to just get $600 free money. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be another flight booked. You know what I mean? So we gonna see. We gonna see. Auburn got another half of basketball they got to finish up. But we shall see. But yeah, man. I picked Duke to win it all, man. That's what I picked to win it all. They got the most talent and the most complete team to me. And Shire doing a good job coaching them up, man. This is by far his best coaching job since he took over for Coach K. And the main thing with that team is, man, not messing it up, man. They got an average height in the starting lineup of 6'5" and up. So, and unlike, say like a team like BYU, what I was telling somebody, like when Alabama beat BYU had talented kids, but their coaching kind of failed them because they've stayed in that zone instead of playing man-to-man and, trusting that their height could make up for their lack of athleticism. Because Alabama has smaller guards, so yeah, they'll get by you driving, but you want to run them off the three-point line because they're a three-point shooting team. And by you having so much of a height difference in the backcourt, you maybe could block shots from behind if they do get past you and try to go to the basket and score layups. But I wouldn't have let them sit out there and shot the three-pointers like that. And then I knew by Alabama shooting all them threes the way they did, man, they hit like 30-some threes in that game. I knew for a fact they shot themselves out. They wasn't going to have nothing left for Duke. Plus, Duke was going to switch and play man-to-man because Duke got white boys too, but they white boys athletic. Plus, Duke is better coach. That's where that coaching come in handy. Better coach. Then they got rim protectors and everything. So, it's like, you got Louis Dang sending them boys over here from Sudan, you know what I'm saying? So they got that Sudanese pipeline over there with all them tall Africans. So, That's why it's good to spread that wealth and have alumni everywhere, kind of like the passport bros. You know what I'm saying? You have brothers everywhere to where if you need something, you can reach out to them and get what you need. So, yeah. Houston did an excellent job today, man. I mean, they took Tennessee behind the woodshed. That's an outcome that surprised me because I thought that would have been a much closer game. I picked Houston to cover, and I kind of had a feeling they were gonna cover, but I didn't know they was gonna beat Tennessee down the way they beat Tennessee down. Now they ain't gonna be able to do Duke like that, cause like I said, Duke got it all. They got the big boys in there to protect the rim. They got the big guards. They got it all. So, they could guard. Duke could guard 1-on-1. You ain't gonna be able to bully Duke. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's gonna be a good game next weekend. It's gonna be a real good game. That'll be next Saturday, man. I'm gonna drop some major bread on that for sure, man. Ain't nothing I love more than a good wager, baby. For sure. I'm an old school degenerate, man. I like cigars, cerveza, and loose women. You know what I'm saying? I'm like them old heads used to go bet on the ponies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a degenerate when it comes to basketball and football, man. You know what I'm saying? Even MMA and boxing too, man. And baseball. I ain't gonna lie, I bet baseball a lot too. My LSU women fell today, man. I was disappointed by their performance, man. And South Carolina, man, they ain't covered yet, man. They ain't covered yet in the tournament game. But you know what? They still gonna win it all, though. I'm gonna tell you, they gonna win it all. You know what I mean? I feel like LSU would have been more competition for them than UCLA, but UCLA playing good ball. I ain't gonna bash on them. UCLA women, man, everybody was thinking USC women was gonna be, and USC women have done good so far, but man, UCLA women, hats off to them, man. They won the game, man. They beat my team, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Yes, indeed. Coach Mulkey, man, good coach, man. I just wish they could have pulled it off. I think they would they needed a real go-to scorer this year. I think they were more of a good team. They didn't have that one player that's gonna will you into a victory in a tight game. So, and that ain't no diss to Flage. Flage a good player. But yeah, man, they needed a dog, man. They needed them a juju. They ain't got one of them. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. But Coach Mulkey, man, she a good recruiter, so they'll be back next year, trust me. And the LSU pay that money. They pay that money, so guarantee you they gonna get a superstar to come on fill that void. Believe that. But yeah, man. It's a good time, man, in sports, man. Good time in sports, man. The draft gonna be at the end of this month, man. And man. Ooh, I'm looking at a team like the Giants, bro. They quarterback signings, bro. They signed Jameis Winston, then turned around and signed Russell Wilson. They about to tank like a motherfucker. They want Arch Manning. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Eli played there. You know what I'm saying? They got a good relationship with the family because remember, Big Archie said Eli wasn't going to San Diego. So, he ended up going there. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think it was San Diego. It was somewhere, but he ended up going there. So you know, they got a relationship with the organization, man. So they gonna tank and try to get Arch. I already know how it's going. I can see that from a mile away. I don't need no crystal ball, no tea leaves, none of that. And man, what's going on with these passport sis out here still cutting up, bro? Like, just, I said in one of my older videos, bro, the United States of America is tailored for women. Women got more rights here than anywhere else in the world. Why they choose to lead the protection of the United States to go out there and follow men around and try to impersonate men, I have no idea. But like they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And even the Pookeishas is starting to get along in on the act, man. We got all these girls' trips, destinations, man. And y'all trying to take y'all ass down there to Columbia and bring that motherfucking day party, ratchet, wig-wearing brunch behavior down there with you and getting yourself in the shit, man. It's crazy. It's beyond me, man. Believe that. That is some nutty, nutball shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And half of you don't know your way around your own hometown and you want to go that far without doing any research. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. That shit is wild, man. You know, the little group of females that almost got in the kidnapping situation out there, they got home safe. They took a little fucking ass whooping behind it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta really pay attention, man, to what's going on in the space, bro. You know. And I'm glad, bro. I kind of like, the spot I love is the spot where it have a visa requirement. You know, you got to jump a little. You got to do a little leg work, not too much. But, you know, you say paperwork to some Negroes, though, shit, they ain't trying to deal with it. Anything that involve reading and writing, they ain't fucking with it. So that's why I'm not really worried about my spot ever being oversaturated. You know what I'm saying? And I like the fact that when I go hang where I hang at, I don't see any Americans, bro. Most of the time I'm the only American. So I love it, man. I love it, man. Cause, man, who gets on a plane, man? That's why I say about Punta Cana. Who in the hell spends all that money to take a trip just to go fly somewhere oversaturated with Americans? I don't get it. It just ain't. And it might just be me, bro, but it ain't my thing, bro. I'm telling you. Yes, indeed. Yep. But yeah, by the time I fly out on this next one, it will be my third trip in 7 months? You know what I'm saying? All to the same spot, but I don't see nothing wrong with that, though. I'm just scratching the surface, bro. I'm just scratching the surface, man. Like, if you got a spot that's you still exploring and it's good to you, man, by all means, man, ain't nothing wrong with going back to it. You know what I'm saying? If it worked for you. You know, I don't have nothing to prove to nobody. I'm a 40-some-year-old man. I barely got subscribers anyway, so it ain't like the chat sending me no money or whatever. I barely even go live. It ain't like nobody pushing me, you know, giving me any incentive to go other places. So, you know, I'm going to go where I want to go because it's on my dime. You know what I'm saying? But to those of you who take money, shout out to the J Rellos. I ain't gonna even lie, shout out to NYC The Future, because the guys like that, yeah, they get donations piled too. They get donations from guys, but they deliver on what the people send them the money for. You got some guys, they'll live around there and advertise one thing, then they'll bait and switch the chat of the subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm going to this place. I'm going to this place. You know, trip plan, blah, 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 blah. And then end up back in the same spot they always go to at the hood with the subs that's sending the money. So, you know, it is what it is. I'll be telling y'all, if y'all want to get down with somebody real in the space, man, you need to come over here and jam with me, man. Because like I said, I actually go places. I don't take one trip a year and all that, man. Shit. I move around, man. I move around. You know what I'm saying? And my main thing is making sure I go somewhere quarterly. But I take other trips in between, though. In between those quarters. I take trips in between, too. And then I travel around the Matrix, too, man. Like I said, I got a nephew play college football, you know. So we definitely follow him around and, you know, taking his games and stuff. So, you know, like I said, I'm a busy man. When it comes down to it, man, when we get into the fall here in the United States, man, to that quarter of the year. Really busy year round though. Man, I'm enjoying myself though, man. I know it's gonna sound crazy because I'm smoking a cigar and I'm drinking a cerveza. But I'm trying to take better care of my health, man. I'm getting older. And sometimes, you know, when you get older and you already got ailments, like I got diabetes and stuff, like your body ache, bro. It just ache, man. It don't really have a reasoning behind it. Like I hurt my back like a couple weeks ago. And man, it's like the pain to move from my back to my side. It's like I be worried about it though, because you know, when you have like that hypertension and you know what I'm saying, that stuff running your family, heart attacks and whatnot, and diabetes and stuff, man, you know, it kind of worries you sometimes when you get these little ailments you can't get rid of, man, that kind of linger, man. Like I've been having like my right side been sore like for about, I want to say a couple weeks now. You know, thing I'm blessed with, I got a lot of people work in the medical field in my family, man. You know, all them sisters I got, nurses and whatnot. One of them even got a doctorate, so you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm blessed in that aspect. But man, I tell you what, it's a day-to-day challenge, man. Cause I tell you what, I eat way better when I'm abroad, man. When I'm abroad, everything is organic, it's fresh, no pesticides. The food is way more healthier. Like the stuff we eat here in the States, man, is poison. I'm telling you, it is pure deep poison. But yeah, man, to my people out there, man, be safe, man, in your travels, man. Be safe, man. Be mindful of the things going on around you, man. And please don't be abroad butting in people politics, because that'll get you gone. I'm telling you, especially over there in Africa, that will get you gone. Like, don't have an opinion on those people's politics. Not even behind closed doors, because you don't know who's going to say what about what you said. So, just kind of mind your business, man, and keep your eyes on what's going on over here, too, so you can know how to, move while you're abroad, man, for certain. For certain. And on that note, man, peace.